while we here, I just want to say, it is great to be back. Okay, Curacao was fantastic, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about a little bit right now. Okay, eventually I'm gonna give y'all, of course, like the full blown recap. Y'all know how we do the main recap. Okay, but remember how when we started the show? Okay, so shout out to all my OGs. Okay, and shout out to anybody that's been listening from the time we started until now. Like, you're a real one. You're a real one. Okay, but y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but we did not do our mantra of the week, right? And I told y'all we're gonna get into the mantra eventually. So this is the eventually. This is us getting into the mantra right now. Okay, so this is what happened. Y'all, Curacao was everything and then some. I feel like I've had like an awakening. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, first of all, let's start off with shout out to anybody that's ever taken a solo trip. Like, that is heavenly, and I highly recommend that for every and anybody. Okay, if you could get like at least a weekend, you know, or maybe push your 2 off days together, and even if it's a staycation, but just turn off your phone, don't do nada, book a local Airbnb, and don't tell none of your friends and family. Tell them you're abroad, because if they know you're on the island, they're gonna bother you. They're gonna ask you for a favor. They're gonna be like, "Hey, ako ba tan libre? Ba ta quiere pa buscar?" Nah, mi no pasi nada, pues mi no te. Mabiyaha. That's all they need to know, that you are not on island. Okay, and babes, listen. Take that time to just like do whatever you want to do, babies. If you just want to sleep all day and watch Netflix and think about life, then baby, do that. Okay, you deserve that. I don't know who's listening and who needs to hear this right now, but you deserve that. Okay, so my 2 weeks in Curacao has been nothing but great. Okay, first of all, let me just, y'all, hold up. I just gotta make sure I'm also on Facebook. Hold up, cause yeah, I know, cause I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm reading the comments, cause Facebook be eating me alive. Yeah, shout out to all the Facebook people, but they don't. Ananta come here, meeting biya hadoshi. Gewoon, come here, me. Come on, le mainang. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me like 2 hot seconds. I'm just trying to see what's T on Facebook here. If we on. Yeah, we are. Let me just share this. Boom. Okay. All right. We live. Nothing. Okay. Ooh. Stop. Don't make noise. Ew. Okay, wait. No. Not the full thing. Okay. Y'all, I don't even know what's going on. But anyways, either way, y'all, we on now. It's official. Okay. So let's get into like the whole jam. All right. So Curacao, fantastic. I am in love with Curacao. Everybody knows. Saludos para mi turmi dushin ni Curacao. Curacao, Quan Bye. So, okay. So week 1 was all about no filter. Okay. Week 1 was all about, learnings. And y'all, babes, let me tell y'all something. I've never, to me, this was the most meaningful trip I've ever taken from out of all the no filter trips, in regards to how much we've learned and how much we've realized like where we are. I don't know about Sam. Okay. He has to talk for himself. He'll probably give y'all his side of the story, but I'm saying for me, it was so much of like a wow, like, damn, what are you think you're doing a lot, and then you realize you're not doing absolutely nothing. And that was the realization this trip for Curacao gave me this time around, with the interviews, which y'all are going to see eventually once they start dropping. But it's been crazy. It's been a crazy one, and I loved it. Okay. With that, I learned a lot in the sense of, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Where do I want to go with all this? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Week 2 was more of like, it was for me. Okay. I needed to like decompress. I needed to refocus. I needed to get my life together. And week 2 was my solo trip. Okay, so shout out to Papagayo, Curacao. That's where I stayed. And it was nothing short of fabulous. Y'all, I got to enjoy peace of mind. I got to enjoy my own company. I got to enjoy everything about me that I had to face. I had to face it. And it was the best thing that could have happened because it made me realize, especially coming from week 1, like experiencing week 1. Oh, we experienced Kaya Kaya as well. Okay, shout out to Kaya Kaya and the organizers, Kurt and all of them. Okay, hope you love Pabo Song. But it was incredible. It was really incredible. I've learned so much, and I don't know, like it was the best trip ever. Week 2 really made me realize how short life is and how much you have to live the little bit that you do have. Okay, and with that being said, that put in some perspective. Like a lot of things started falling into perspective of like, okay, what are you currently doing? What do you want to do? And are these things aligned with each other? And babies, I started answering these questions because it's one thing to for these questions to come in your mind, because we all have like reality questions that hit us, okay? But it's nothing when you actually answer these questions, okay? When you start answering these questions and then you start realizing like, oh, whoa, this ain't it. This really ain't it. Okay, so with that being said, I feel like this is where our mantra is coming through from, okay? So our mantra for this week, and you remember I told y'all, my mantras are always based off of my personal truth. And if it applies to somebody else and I can help somebody else with that, then hey, take it on. But y'all know this show is really all about me. It's a very selfish show, okay? I'm very cocky. The show is about me. So yeah, we're talking about me and all about me. And anyways, our mantra for this week is knowing when to bow out gracefully. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, babies, that is our mantra for this week. Okay, our mantra for this week is knowing when to bow out gracefully. Babes, listen, I've shout out to Omar Steve. Okay, I want to give Omar Steve Lejuez a quick shout out because he has been a person that has told me. I remember this conversation me, him, and Tracy had for the launch of. Shout out to Judge by Ali. She had a launch with Wowo. Yeah, Wowo. I think that's what the brand is called, right? And we were talking, and I remember them telling me that, hey, you know what? Sometimes you do business, and then you end up doing other things, and that or things going wrong inspires new ideas that are completely different from the direction you thought you were supposed to go in, right? And this stuck with me. I didn't realize it until, you know, yesterday, or this week in general, of just reflecting. But it then hit me, and I was like, I need to make a list of pros and cons of all the things that I am currently doing and see, do I really want to continue doing these things? Like, are these things serving me all the purpose and all the glory and all the everything that I need, all the life? Okay, and babes, based off of that list, I was like, you know what? I think I'm at the end of the road when it comes to House of Periodico. And hear me out. This is like an end of the road where it's like, listen, I've learned a lot by having this store. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this store taught me a lot. Okay? A lot. But I've also realized that freedom is, oh my God, it's so magical. And I'm not living my best life because I am committed to the store. That it's like a toxic relationship. It's like a one-sided relationship where I'm committed to the store, but the store is not committed to me. You know what I mean? So I have to physically be there so this thing can run and do all these things. And that's not where I want it to be. I want it to be like a collaboration where, you know, we all work. So I was like, you know what? I think this is time for me to bow out gracefully and be like, hey, you know what? You don't really serve me the purpose that you were supposed to serve me. Or maybe I'm not serving it the purpose I was supposed to serve it as well. Clearly, we are both not aligned with each other. And that is 100% okay. And I had to like reflect on that. I had to realize that the commitment that I want to make is not with the store. If I'm going to make a commitment that is going to make me not be able to travel and live my best life and go to concerts and y'all, I got to see Thames, I got to see Snoop Dogg, I got to see Coffee, I got to be with my friends, we got to go to dinners, we got to think, and like all these things happen. And I was like, wait, this is the life I deserve. Like this is the life I deserve to be having cocktails by the beach just because. Why am I killing myself with a store that, like, what? Y'all, listen, this is the best thing that could have happened to me. Okay, this, like, the best thing that could have happened to me was this solo trip, because I now realize that I am single, I don't have children. Why am I letting things hold me down? Like, what? That is crazy. That is crazy. So I want to send a public apology to all the girls that I've called dumb for staying in a relationship so long and not knowing when to like dip that relationship. Okay. I realize in my relationship with my career, which ones need to take a back seat, which ones need to hop on into the front seat, and which ones need to be like, hey, you know what? Your time is up. And that's exactly where I'm at. Okay, I am there where I'm like, listen, company, I love you, but we'll find a different thing for you. Maybe it's online. I don't know. I'm about to figure it out. I'm telling you, I'm about to figure it out, but I can guarantee you a physical store, not happening. No, ma'am. And again, I've learned so much and I'm so grateful for even like experiencing that. Because again, y'all already know I am a person that I am a doer. I love to say, hey, I've done it. I would hate to ever have to live with a what if. Like, ooh, what if I have ever tried to have a store? What if can you imagine if I've never done that? And then the idea of always wondering how that would feel to have no, been there, done that. It didn't really work out. I can dip. Okay, because y'all listen, y'all don't even y'all listen, y'all don't even understand the amount of money that I'm about to save right now. Y'all listen, oh my god, I'm about to be balling. Okay, I'm about to be balling. So I am so happy for this. I had a talk. Shout out to Rai. Shout out to Big Zimmerman. You already know. Okay. I had a talk to him today because I know he's one person that's definitely gonna give me the straight and direct, no BS answer. And we were on the phone and we were talking because I texted him last night. Okay, because this thing has been dwelling on my mind. So I texted him last night. I was like, hey, let me know if we could talk today because I want to talk to you. And I want your input on something. He's like, sure, call me in the morning because he lives in Holland. And I called him today and I was like, hey, listen, I made a list of pros and cons and I want your opinion on what you think I should do. And before I could get started, he was like, listen, you already answered yourself. Like, so that's how I know, I know that I am 1000% doing the right thing. And I'm doing this for me, and it's the best thing that I could do. I'm so happy. Like, y'all don't even understand, like, how happy I am. Like, anyways, y'all, so listen, that's kind of like the purpose I want to have with y'all, so I can, like, give y'all the mantra this week, and then, we could get into how everything is going to flow, okay? Porque it's about to go. It's about to go up, and it's about to be stuck. So, babes, with that being said, we're about to close out right now. Okay, so shout out to all of y'all. We're about to close out for the live. Okay. Shout out to TikTok. TikTok, we still gonna stay on you. If y'all want to get like the full show, y'all can go to our TikTok live. Okay, yeah. Check out my TikTok live. We active there. But Facebook live, we about to close out.